Does FRGT have what it takes to squeeze all the way upwards of the $2 levels, or is this a ticker which should be locking in profits and walking away from? What's up, trading friends? Today, swinging FRGT under three different lenses: the why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be doing a cast breakdown. The what, we're going to do some stock analysis. The where, so guys, where to get in and where to get out. So without further ado, hit the thumbs up button, and now let's get to work. So when it comes to FRGT, guys, this is a ticker which is up approximately 60% at the time of recording this video. So the first thing which we want to do, guys, is going to be analyzing the why, right? Why is this ticker up to begin with? Because as always, in order to predict the future, we first need to understand the past. We want to analyze and understand, okay, well, you know what? This is a ticker which is up over 60%. Is the catalyst actually valid, or is this just a volume pump which is going to be here today, gone tomorrow? So in the case of FRGT, guys, the company did actually have some form of catalyst today. So let's go over here and let's see what it says. So it says Frgt Technologies to deploy voice-enabled AI agents with additional logistic functionalities in 2026. So, you know, as you guys know, this is a space which I'm extremely bullish on, right? The voice-enabled AI agents. Hence why one of my biggest holdings is SoundHound AI, okay? SoundHound AI. Now, the AI space in general has been going through hell, okay? It's not been easy for the AI space at all. But I will tell you guys is that this is a growing space, and you know, the winter in the markets will pass us, and you know, spring and summer will come, and these companies will be doing very well. Now, in regards to FRGT, the catalyst is good, right? This does open a lot of new potentials for the company from here on out, growth potentials, right? But let's get talking about exactly the stock now, right? The what analysis. So the catalyst analysis, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna put the catalyst, the breaking news, as good, okay? It's not amazing, but it is good. Now, next thing which we're gonna look at is gonna be the stock analysis. When we're doing stock analysis and company analysis are different things, right? And I think that this is where a lot of people zig when they should zag, right? They start looking at the company and they start going, oh, well, you know, their earnings were this good and their earnings were that good. That doesn't matter. What you need to look at when it comes to stock analysis is supply and demand, okay? Supply and demand, supply and demand, supply and demand. So when you look at the company's supply, right, it's simple, right? First of all, how much supply does the company have? So then we can anticipate the volatility of the matter, right? So the stock has a free float of 2.29 million, putting its float market cap at 2.4 million, meaning it is extremely volatile, okay? It's extremely volatile. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to put its volatility as amazing. Now, what are the odds that the company is going ahead and adding to the supply via dilution? Well, let's take a look. Is this company in a financially strong position? They're not. They have negative 2.9 million. They're burning negative 2.5 million every quarter, leaving them with no cash. The company right now has zero cash in the bank, okay? They literally have negative cash, all right? These numbers are based off of their most recent SEC filing. So if something's free, they can't afford it, okay? They have negative 2.9 million in the bank. Now, previously, have they been dilutive? Historically, they've been very dilutive, but right now their overhead supply is actually very minimal, meaning the odds of them being dilutive right now as the stock is moving is actually very low. Now, the odds of them coming out with a new offering is high, but the odds that the fact that they're diluting right now behind closed doors is actually very low, okay? So with that said, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna put the odds of them diluting at okay. Now, why is it okay? Because you don't wanna be holding the sticker overnight, because more likely than not, it is possible that they come out with a new offering, whether it's an S1, S3, whatever it may be. But however, this is the thing, right? The thing is that, you know, the company is, what do you call it? My apologies, I just had a complete brain fart. But the company right now can't be dilutive in front of us, which is a good sign, okay? Now, the next thing we want to look at over here is going to be institutional ownership. Institutional ownership sitting at 0.2%. I'm going to go over here. Where am I going? 0.2%. That is not good. Bad. And let's see what the shorts have been doing when it comes to FRGT. Have they been adding to their position? Have they been taken away from their position? What the hell is going on regarding FRGT? So when it comes to FRGT, I don't know why my Vortex not working. Okay, gotta log in real quick. There we go. Pull up FRGT. Okay, so the short interest is sitting at 3.38%, relatively flat. The past 7 days, it has gone down by 55%, which is a good sign. Again, when short interest goes down, this is actually bullish, right? I think a lot of people are, you know, they have a different perception of short interest where they say, oh, the short interest has gone up, the short interest has gone up, oh my God. Short interest going up is not bullish at all. That just means the opposition believes that the stock is expensive. That's not good. That's not a good thing, okay? It's like, you know, the same way we buy the stock when it's cheap, shorts add to their position when they believe the stock is expensive. So why would you want them to believe that the stock is expensive? Like, you want them to be on the same side as you. You want them to, maybe not on the same side as you, but you want them to be on the same page as you, as agreeing with you that, hey, listen, you know what? It's way too cheap right now, right? That's what you really want, right? But so many people think that in order for a stock to go up, there needs to be a short squeeze. It doesn't work like that. And I'm telling you right now, man, majority of times that people talk about a short squeeze, it's really not shorts getting squeezed. It's just retail piling on top of each other in hopes of a short squeeze, and that just causes a freaking, house of cards to the upside. Like we saw with BYND, right? I mean, it was very typical. Now, for the short interest, we're going to put it as good. Okay, again, shorts have been decreasing and short interest is relatively low. Now, let's talk about the charts. So when it comes to the charts, right, I think that, what I want to see from this ticker, I'm going to be honest with you guys. What I want to see from this ticker is I want to see it go all the way, okay, to something like a $1.50 levels, because it can go ahead and test this $1.44 level. It's possible, right? Then when it gets to $1.44, let's say $1.37 to $1.44, what I would do is I would wait and I would play this bounce. I would wait for it to come down to 90 cents again. Okay? I'll wait for it to come down to 90 cents again, and I will play that bounce at 90 cents to like 102, 103-ish. That's how I would go ahead and play this ticker. Okay? Because look, volume is holding up right now, but I think that a really good price for a sticker would be like under 95 cents. Under 95 cents to like 102, a dollar, maybe 102-ish, 103-ish, right? 7-10% gains just like that. I'll lock in those profits and I'll walk away. Now, again, 7-10% gains may not sound like a lot to you guys, may not sound like game-changing. It might not sound like a freaking life-changing trade, but I'm telling you, man, the number one thing that has turned me profitable has been understanding that it's a lot easier to get 10 different stocks to give me 10% each than one stock to double and give me 100%. And this is why I have such a high win rate, right? If you go on the website, you will see that I have a close to a 90%, not 90%, 80%, I have close to an 80% win rate, right? Why? Because I prioritize profit taking rather than holding and hoping and holding and hoping. Now, I'll tell you guys this. There's 1,001 ways of becoming a profitable trader, and this is just one of them, right? And I always tell people, I say, trading is, I believe, where the financial markets meet, where the financial markets intersect with creativity, right? Where there truly is a lot of ways to make money. I have a buddy of mine who trades without charts, and he makes a lot of money. I have a buddy of mine who trades without news, and he only goes based off of his algorithm, and he makes a lot of money. I have a buddy of mine who only trades options, and he only just does leaps, and he makes a lot of money, right? So there's 1,001 ways of making money. My way of making money is, to me, it's probably the most conservative, reliable way, right? Instead of going ahead and risking so much and just, being, because I hate seeing red. Personally, I hate seeing red. That's why I'm more of a consistency guy. But yeah, that's it. Now listen, if you guys are interested in trading alongside me every single day, get access to my day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, literally trade with me every day. Check out our private community. Right now, our private community is on a 50% sale for the next 10 members that join. And this is what it looks like. We have day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, lessons, one-on-one access. And these alerts are directly to your phone. We give it a ticker, we give it an entry, we give it an exit, we give it a stop loss. We also tell you how many shares to buy in your portfolio. If you look over here, so we use a $10,000 account as a benchmark. So let's say you have a 30K account, you multiply this number by 3. Let's say you have a 50K account, you multiply this number by 5. Simple and easy, right? And, we have over 400 members coming back month after month. My man Wilson says, "Hi Sam, thank you for working on the community. My 7 days trial finished. It was great. I thank you for the membership." Now, previously we used to do a 7-day free trial. Now we do a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. And I'm telling you, there's a reason why people are coming back. Literally Friday, Denver says, thank you, Top Trader Sam and Top Trader Academy. Last 30 days, 22% gains. Ong says, my dog, I've been here for a week and you all take care of me like we're cousins. Thank you so much for your patience and a private chat, helping me understand all this shit. Last 5 days, 4K. Again, a lot of people also don't post their wins and stuff like that because, it makes sense. It's a little bit confidential. Chinsto says, thank you at Sam and the rest of the mentors. I've been here for almost 1 week and not every day is green, but 100% more winners than losers. Plus, I've learned more here this week than 7 months I've traded on my own. I'll be sticking around. Give it a shot. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Next 10 members, 50% discount. You heard that right. There's a limited sale. Give it a shot. With that said, I wish you guys the best of luck. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.